Stop.
I'm joking.
Oh my God! Stop! Just stop.
All right, but on to our next topic before the government start kicking everybody off this damn show.
Yeah, I feel it in my spirit.
Oh shit!
Yeah, R. Kelly is going to jail.
Ooh.
Singer R. Kelly has been found guilty of exploiting his superstar status to run a scheme to sexually abuse women and children over 2 decades. Basically, he's going to jail for sex trafficking and racketeering by himself.
Well, I'm saying
Let
here,
that be
like,
known.
well, what the fuck is this?
And if I remember correctly from what I read about that, he's basically facing the equivalent of a life sentence
But
with all the combined charges.
That boy ain't getting out of jail.
Side note, and this has nothing to do with R. Kelly. I understand there are differences between like blue collar crimes and white collar crimes. There is no reason to give a nigga 514 years of prison time.
I saw that. That's insane.
Bruh.
Oh my God.
Why? Why? Why?
That's victimless. It's victimless, yo. Come on.
Man, that man, you should have gave that man 30 years. Calling it a day.
Hit him with every fucking count for no reason.
No, see, okay. If I may open this discussion, okay. Now, on one hand, as a fan of the guy's music or whatever, part of me is a little, it's somewhat sad, but from a realistic standpoint, you know,
nigga, you nasty.
From a realistic standpoint,
yeah, I want to hear this, Dion. I want to hear this. Go ahead.
There's not much you can do or say or whatever in defense of, because let's be real, he's dodged hella bullets for the past 20, almost 30 years in regards to this shit.
I mean, we can't say that because technically his bullets travel because they followed his ass for the next 25 years.
Them shits was homing.
Yeah, they was just waiting for his ass to come right back home.
Now, now that you said that, I'm not going to say bullets, I'm going to say missiles. Because what happens with a heat-seeking missile, sometimes that bitch will spin back around. But my point is, he should have been fucking punished for everything that went on with him and Aaliyah that just kind of slipped under the radar somehow, some motherfucking way.
Nigga, he's going to jail for all of them, everybody. It don't matter who it was. He did it. That boy getting 5
It's like
I was about to
years. That was consensual. And they signed a waiver for that. Like that they did some legal shit with Aaliyah and R. Kelly, so he would actually win that case.
I mean, a lot of that falls on Aaliyah's own family, but that's a conversation for another motherfucking day.
It falls on everybody involved, not just Aaliyah's
yes.
family. Everybody.
Yeah, you're right. But again, that's a conversation for another motherfucking day.
Everybody, that saw the shit, everybody that was involved in the shit, everybody that walked in on the shit, everybody that knew about the shit, everybody needs to go down.
Everybody going to jail. That's what we're saying.
No, hold on. Because I'm trying to keep the focus on the whole thing. I'm trying to keep focus on like his current trial or whatever. If we want to journey down that rabbit hole, going all the way back to him and whatever the fuck he was doing with Aaliyah.
That's the only. It's not even just that. It's everybody who condoned and who was a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
You can give a ride for the girl to his house, and you're a part of it. You could be in the house knowing that this is going on and be a part of it. You could be a parent who turned their head and acted like and nothing happened and be a part of it. It's like everybody got to go. Don't just send this man at home. Don't just send this man to jail for 500 something years. God damn. Shit.
And also, I also want to add that I also have to add that like the media is complicit as well. The media is complicit, and I'm gonna also put it on even like the people that like listened and everybody that we as a collective society turned a blind eye to it for so fucking long because we literally thought this man could do no wrong. We got lulled by the I Believe I Can Flies. We got lulled by the Step in the Name of Loves. Like we also have to hold ourselves accountable a little bit too.
Thank you for that, because like I was gonna mention that. I was gonna mention all of that.
Yeah,
I always thought he was guilty. I'm not gonna lie.
I was young. I was a kid back then. It didn't really dawn on me.
I always thought he was guilty. I always thought he was guilty.
You got to think of the age, but when I seen the Boondocks, I understood. I'm like, damn, he peed on that girl. And added some damn videos. Like, come on, man, that's common fucking sense. He obviously did the shit. The boy said his whole government name on the goddamn phone. He was dressed his name. I told y'all this a couple of weeks ago when we talked about him. His name is the Pied Piper. That is like it lures children to do evil.
With his song.
That's what his music. He's the Pied Piper of R&B. Like if motherfuckers actually read a book, they would know this shit. Like the fuck.
You just say the Pied Piper.
Yeah,
that's what he refers to.
That's what he called it, the Pied Piper of R&B.
So
Peter Pan. Wow.
But
instead of leading little boys, he's leading little girls.
Little girls.
Actually, there have been some rumors that he's been leading little boys as well.
That he been messing with them little boys.
There's a lot.
Oh my god, that's some bullshit. I don't know. I don't know. This ain't never been a story. Not even back then. Not even now. That's like somebody coming out saying Bill Cosby. Like no, stop it. Like seriously.
Now, see, but here's the other thing. Now that you mention that, even with that, there's there are certain things that are just flat out undeniable when it comes to R. Kelly and his whole situation. But there are also things that like bits and pieces still kind of bug me.
R. Kelly shit comes from generational abuse.
That is true. Especially if you watch the documentary.
I feel like that.
Okay, that's fucking simple. This is what happens.
Here's my thing. Okay, first of all, I feel like that's not necessarily an excuse.
I'm not giving it an excuse. I'm not giving it an excuse. I'm giving it direction to why I don't believe he would deal with a little boy.
I heard the stories about how I guess he had an older sister that used to do XYZ to him and this, that, and the third.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying that's why I feel like he wouldn't do it to a little boy, because his history of abuse doesn't come from a man; it comes from a woman. So when an abuser, they stay in they like to stay in one zone in one area. I get that.
Cool. I get that.
It's not cool. So that's why I say I don't believe he did it with he had the boys that's coming out, but the girls absolutely.
I get that, but now that you said that, let me pick it back off you real quick, because you're leading into what you're leading into part of what I was going to say to begin with. Now, here's what irritates me about the two main things that irritate me about that. There's certain things that I recall being said about R. Kelly that just seemed a bit, I guess the word would be outlandish. And also, it's the thing that triggered this whole ordeal. That's the main thing that kind of has me, while yes, he's guilty of a lot of different things. It's the fact that this documentary, the whole Surviving R. Kelly documentary that came out or whatever, is what led to, everything we're talking about now. Something about that bothers the shit out of me. And as much as I want to just let it go and just be like, he did this, that, and the third, and he, even with me being a fan of his music, one of my favorite songs of all time, not even one of my favorites, my favorite song of all time is still If I Could Turn Back the Hands of Time from this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Something about the fact that this documentary Surviving R. Kelly comes out, and then only these investigations, this, that, 13, something about that still bothers me.
Want me to tell you why it doesn't bother me? Because it's proof. It's actual proof. This is something that he can't walk away from. We've known this. We've seen this. It's proof. I don't know how the fuck it got over motherfucker's head the first time. Mm-hmm. Like I believe I was like 9, 8 years old when I really first heard about this story. It still baffles me on how you have a full sex tape with him urinating on an underage girl and he doesn't go to jail. How? And now you wait until now to do this shit, but at least they have proof. Like it's just like what more can you say? Hey, look, I holler at you, big dog. I don't condone it. I got a daughter, so it is what it is. I had fun while it lasted. I don't listen to you anyway like that because ever since then I've eased up off you, and it's just like I don't know how to deal with it. Hey, happy trails, but no, everybody needs to go to jail.
Yeah,
everybody.
And that's the thing that bothers me about the documentary is that you now have kind of like what you were saying, like you now have proof of all these people that were complicit in what he was doing.
Exactly.
And what's going to happen to them? Nothing. Exactly.
Nothing.
Right.
You have
going to do all the time
because all of the women, the girls, or whatever that were involved in this shit, like their families failed them so hard.
But see, the motherfuckers are like, I feel like they're going to use the I was manipulated thing. Like it was R. Kelly. I wanted to do this. Like I just feel like it's bullshit, and it's more so in these games. They more so try to go towards like the actual perpetrator, not the ones who condone the shit. It's bullshit. Everybody should be going to jail. Like it's like y'all always okay with underage girls being in R. Kelly's room.
Alone.
Holding girls alone. He was holding girls hostage. Like this is like what I'm saying? The coat Martin was on. Like they was in a cave somewhere.
Are you talking about Realm?
No, I'm talking about Martin.
Oh, okay.
Right, because I remember that part too. How he was basically leading a whole sex cult, and see again, there's certain parts of that whole ordeal that just kind of had me like, huh, what?
These are the moments where
at the same time, I'm just like, there are certain things that are just flat out like undeniable when you think back all the way to his history with Aaliyah, and it's just like there's certain things that's just flat out, you can't dispute this, in no way, shape, or form.
But
and it's
Aaliyah's situation, as bad as it was signed off, so that was like that, and legally you could do that when